your LinkedIn profile just sitting idly, twiddling its thumbs, not showing up in search results, and not getting you the attention that you deserve? Or is it a dynamic gateway, a powerhouse to new opportunities? And what is it you really want from your LinkedIn profile? You want to open up new career paths, or stand out as a thought leader in your community? Or are you looking to showcase some unique skills? Hi, I'm James Foster from Careers Matter, and with 20 years experience, well, I can help you to transform your profile so it becomes a beacon for your professional growth. And so as we dive into the nuances of a standout LinkedIn presence, remember that your LinkedIn profile is more than just an online CV. It's a dynamic career asset. And if after watching this you're interested in leveling up your profile further, then our LinkedIn review service is here for you. Find out more with the link in the description. And I'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas, so please drop a comment below. So hi, let's have a look at a profile, and I'm going to start by looking at my profile. Mainly not because it's a great example of a LinkedIn profile that is going to captivate the world, but mainly because I can talk about mine quite freely without upsetting anybody. Now remember what we were saying earlier, that a LinkedIn profile is not just another CV. The LinkedIn profile is part of your personal branding. It's showcasing you to a professional community, and therefore has to come across as a professional profile. If you have a look at mine in the first instance, what I've attempted to do, whether or not it's succeeded, I'll have to leave to you to come back to me and let me know whether you think it is. But what I've attempted to do is make it abundantly clear that I am part of a group that is around careers consulting, and I've got a banner here which is saying, I hope it's a tech environment, which I've put a technical image in there. I've talked about it being Tech Careers Mastery. I've clearly got my name, and I have the logo from my company. The objective there is that when anybody lands on my profile, it is clear what I do and what I'm about. I've used a headshot. I've got several of these. I've used one that I think is effective. I hope it's portraying somebody that is professional yet a little casual. I'm not trying to be stuffy here. I'm trying to, as you can see with the shirt I'm wearing now, I wear a lot of these types of shirts. Then going into the header section itself, and this is the bit that really talks about you and is the, if you like, the eye catch of the whole profile. This is where people are going to see what it is you do, who it is you serve. And again, I hope that I've made that completely clear. The banner's up there to set the stage, as it were. And now we come into this. My name, James Foster, that I am founder of the company Careers Matter, that is careers consultancy. And the objective of it is to take your tech career to the next level, strategies for career success. Now, these are all keyword oriented. I have thought long and hard about the SEO of my site so that it will come up in searches when people are looking for career consultancy, tech careers, career success. And you can see here that I've put a lot of hashtags in, which are all around that. I play with these, but I do appear in quite a number of searches. So I think I'm doing reasonably well with this. Again, I've got my career site here. If you click on that, it takes you off to Careers Matters page. As I said, the objective of this is that it comes across as a professional profile and is clearly saying who I am and what I do. If you were to relate this to a CV, this is just like the profile section at the top of your CV, which is set out there to explain exactly what you are, what you do, so that is clear and concise and there is no doubt about what it's supposed to be. If we move down, we come on to this section here, the featured section and the activities. Now, if you are serious about your LinkedIn profile, if you are serious that it should stand out and that you should be noticed, there must be activity. Whether you actually go out and create posts or videos or anything else, or if you're just going out there to comment on other people's, this activity section must have something in it that is about your thoughts, your ideas, where you want to have influence, what sort of impact you want to have. And you will see my latest posts. There's a post here, Catapult Your Tech Career from Great to Unforgettable. And then there's a video below it, which is a video I put out this morning, which is the interview preparation for tech professionals. The objective here is that anybody, again, coming in to see my profile, they will go down on that and they will quite clearly see there's activity. And it's obviously set to explain more about my services, to offer some value, and ultimately, of course, to sell the products and services and solutions that I have. Up here, we've got the featured sections, and we should change this around from time to time, but you can see LinkedIn have given us plenty of opportunity to showcase what we are about, and particular articles that we really want to keep at the top of the board, as it were. I change these around from time to time, although they've all been there for some time. They're probably due a rehash at the moment. It's about making completely clear what I'm about. If you were to click on any of these, let's just briefly click on this one here, it opens up that post, and this is a video. If you go into that, you can watch a bit more about how to unlock a CV secrets. This is obviously a key factor of what I do. Then we move down to the next section, which is the About section. Depends now what you really want your CV to be, your LinkedIn profile to be about. Your LinkedIn profile should be about, as I say, showcasing you for what you want to be known, whether that's a thought leader, whether that's you're looking for a career opportunity, a career change, or you want to have influence within a particular area, you want to showcase your skills, your achievements. I would suggest that from a career point of view, your CV should always be setting up for your next opportunity, to guide people to where you want to be going, what you want to be doing, the sort of influence you want to have, the sort of impact that you want to have. The About section is where you can talk about that. What a lot of people have done in their LinkedIn profiles is simply copy and paste their CV into here, the whole CV into just that section there. And I would suggest that's not a good idea, not a good strategy. What I would do is I would highlight your career achievements, specifically those that are relevant to what you are about today and what you want to be about in your next move, wherever you're going next. You want to showcase the fact that you have already got experience and you've already achieved results that are quantifiable and that have moved the needle for the companies that you've worked for. The objective here is that when people see that, they're attracted immediately by what you might be able to do for them, and they're going to be interested in you if you come knocking on the door, and they may even come knocking on your door from a career perspective. If, like me, you're running a business, this is where you tell people about the business that you're running in a little bit more detail. So I'm clear again, at Careers Matter, we're passionate about empowering tech and cybersecurity professionals to find not just a job, but a career that resonates with their aspirations. I am trying to make it abundantly clear throughout this that I am targeting specifically professionals from the tech and cybersecurity community, and I am wanting to make people aware that I am about their career aspirations, about helping them to attain those aspirations, to understand what they might be, etc., etc. But also that I've got the tools, as it were, to help you to position yourself and to present yourself in a way that is going to be attractive to your target audience. That is what I want to put down in my About section. Then we move down to the bit that LinkedIn has put in as a CV. Now, this has been there forever. The experience section, it's set up as a CV. In fact, when I first joined LinkedIn, which was in 2005, the LinkedIn profile was simply a CV. Now it is a little bit more than that, as we've just seen, but this is a hangover, and this is really where most people have put through their experience. And as you can see, if you go down here, I was in telecommunications. I doubt that many of you remember the company GTS or Metro Media. Maybe some of you remember Energys. If I go back a little bit beyond that, you'll see that I worked for Mercury Communications, Telewest. Now, Mercury was one of the first independent telecommunications company that came out of the deregulation. So those are companies that I work with, as you can see, in the early 90s. What I haven't gone into is my previous career beyond that. Before that, I was in the Royal Navy. That is still set up as a CV. But once again, what you should be doing in here is considering the message that you want to get across. And I would say that anybody that's career oriented, that it should always be about what you've achieved, how you've moved the needle in the organisation that you're in, and the message you want to get across is, I have done this for them, I can do this for you, so that you're always telling people about the benefits that you're going to bring, the value that you're going to add. That is what the whole idea of a personal brand is. If you're running a business, if you're running a consultancy, again, this is about showcasing the benefits that you can provide for your client base. I think personally, I probably need to review what I've got here, and I think I need to put some more of the benefits in. So if I move down on here now and we come across the skills section, so much is centered around skills, and skills actually make not an ape of difference. It's what you do with those skills. Anybody can say they've got a skill. It means nothing. What have you done with that skill? What difference have you made? How have you changed anything? How have you transformed anything? How have you added value to your clients? How have you impacted the bottom line for your company? That's what's important. The skills that you have enable you to do that. So it's not about what skills you've got, it's about what you've done with those skills. That's what's really important. But if we come down here, we come on to the bit that is around showcasing what we've done, which is recommendations. I have a number here, and I will always be looking to build on those. But as you can see from this, I've got basically from my recruitment career, recommendations from some of the clients and some of the candidates that I've worked with. Mostly it's candidates, because they are the people that I impact on an individual basis the most. But going into today, I am working with a number of different clients, and I will make sure that the recommendations I get from them come in and populate here, and then I can take those and I can present them elsewhere, other parts of my profile, so that people can see that I am impacting people, that I am making a difference for individuals, because that's what's important in my line of work, is the impact that I have for individuals, for their lives, for their careers. Do I help them get to their goals? That's what's important to me. The rest of the profile is pretty much as you would expect from what you've seen yourself. I would suggest interests. You should follow people that are important to you. Tony Robbins is important to me. This is about association. This is about other people that follow Tony Robbins or James Caan. They will be interested in people that also follow Tony Robbins and James Caan. And so I think it's quite important that you have that information. The companies that you follow, the Alcatel, Lucent, Shell, there's a few more groups that you're in. You should be in groups. Groups on LinkedIn are not as good as they could be. They're certainly not as good as some of the groups on Facebook that I'm involved with. But that's our fault. We don't use them enough. We don't interact enough with people on those groups. Those groups are there to build up communities. If you are in a group, you should be active in that group, particularly if you're looking to promote yourself in some way. If you want to be seen as being an influencer, if you want to be seen as being somebody who can impact a particular area, you should be in groups that are involved with that. You should be active, not just a dormant name in a list, as it were, which is what, let's face it, probably 99.9% of people are on LinkedIn. And I think that pretty much for me covers the basics of how a profile should be laid out. I hope you found this walkthrough useful. Remember, your LinkedIn profile is more than just an online CV, it's your digital handshake. A snapshot of your professional narrative. It's about showcasing the value you bring and the achievements that highlight your unique career path. And so are you ready to take a step further? Dive into our LinkedIn review service for personalised guidance. The link's waiting for you in the description below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to get all our latest videos. We would welcome your thoughts, so got any ideas or comments, then drop them below as well. And don't forget to check out our next video, Interview Prep for Tech Professionals, how to ace your next interview. So ensure your interview skills are as sharp as your LinkedIn profile. And until the next time, keep building that profile that opens doors to new opportunities.